While all the Manchester City players were celebrating the Carabao Cup title, Pep Guardiola was alone, trying to process what he had just achieved. He became the second coach in history to reach 40 titles. Only one other manager has ever achieved this milestone, Sir Alex Ferguson, the man who turned Barcelona into one of the greatest teams in history, winning the historic sextuple, the coach who achieved a treble with Manchester City, marking an era in English football. His face, holding back tears, says everything. He is the best manager in history, yet for some people it is still not enough. We do recognize what Pep means to the history of football, and there will probably never be anyone like him. He even lost his marriage because of how passionate he is about his work. His wife could not handle it and left his life, but he remained committed to Manchester City. This was his 19th title with City in almost 10 years, consolidating one of the most dominant eras in modern football. He basically wins 2 titles per season. Pep is truly remarkable. Liverpool is falling apart. It's their 3rd consecutive defeat, and it's the first time in the last decade that they have lost 10 matches in a Premier League season. And the season isn't even over yet. They lost 2-1 against Brighton and have just missed their chance to move into the Champions League spots. If Chelsea win their match, Liverpool would drop to 6th place, which would leave them out of the Europa League and force them to settle for the Conference League. There are 7 matches left, and the end of the season does not look promising for Liverpool. Missing out on the Champions League would be a huge financial blow, especially considering that in the last transfer window, they spent €500 million on new signings. To make matters worse, Hugo Ekitike, who cost €110 million, got injured in the 8th minute. With this, they now have 3 injured forwards: Mohamed Salah, Alexander Isak, and now Ekitike. This makes it even more difficult for them to beat PSG in the Champions League and Manchester City in the FA Cup quarterfinals. How much money would Tottenham lose if they were relegated to the 2nd division of English football? A lot has been said about the current situation of Spurs, who are just 1 point above the relegation zone. They haven't won since December, with 12 matches without a victory, and the risk is real. This is what they would lose if they end up being relegated. International TV revenue would drop from €150 million to just €54 million. Meanwhile, domestic broadcasting rights in England would fall from €151 million to €91 million. UEFA would also stop paying them €81 million, since 2nd division teams do not participate in European competitions. In sponsorship deals, they would lose another €63 million. Tottenham's annual revenue is around €700 million per season, but if they are relegated, they would earn about €400 million, meaning they would lose approximately €300 million. If we add their €850 million debt, it could represent a major financial blow for the club and could even force the owners to sell the team to an investment group willing to take on those losses.